stick in the other, fishing for catfish and pixels like no other, casting his line into virtual streams, living the dream in his digital schemes. He's reeling in trophies from the great outdoors, while high scores flash up on his screen indoors. Virtual rivers and lakes so wide, he's got the whole world on a digital ride. The great American gaming fisherman, casting his line in a world of his own plan. Pixels and fish swim hand in hand, master of waters, both real and scanned. Waders on his legs, a headset on his head, balancing the wild with a virtual thread. He's got a tackle box full of cheats and bait. In his gaming chair, he'll never be late. He's clicking and casting, a pro at the helm, navigating waters in a twofold realm. The wild and the wired, they're one and the same. He's breaking records in his new fishing game. The great American gaming fisherman, casting his line in a world of his own plan. Pixels and fish swim hand in hand, master of waters, both real and scanned.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Real and Virtual Outdoors. Kelly throwed me off when he said I had no sound. Hello? Had me looking. Alright. We got audio. Let's call a few people out, shall we? There's my friend Chris Everett. Sampy's here. Good to see you, Sampy. Roddy Rawl is here. Troy Van Dam. Oh, Lord, ain't no telling what they'd love to make of Troy. That's Kelly. Good to see you, buddy. There's Sandy Toes. All right. Think I got them all. All right, so we're gonna have Fishing Planet Week this week, today and Thursday. Next week is going to be Police Week, providing they don't mess up my game and break it. We're going to have police game on Tuesday and Thursday next week, and I hadn't got further enough along for the week after yet. So this week's going to be about Fishing Planet. I've got a couple things planned, and then next week we're going to be playing the police game for GTA 5. Buck Williams is here. Fishing Planet is in the process. The devs are in the process of coming up with the next map. And they've been asking everybody's opinion on what they want. In fact, I filled out a form for that. And I have made an AI representation of a picture for that also, and submitted that. And I am pushing hard to get the Tennessee River. Let's see if we get it. I hope we get it. I think it'd be a great addition, a great venue. So we'll see what happens. Highly unlikely, but I can only do what I can do. Let's talk about today's live stream a little bit while we get started here. I'm going to go down here to San Joaquin Delta, which is in California. This is the fish that's there. I'll scroll down through here briefly and let you look at it. Carp, bass, chinook, bluegill, California roach. I don't even know what that is, to tell you the truth. Red ear, smallmouth, steelhead, stripers, and sturgeon, crappie, and largemouth bass is out here somewhere. There it is. This will be going to be after today. This and this. The large and the small. I'm going to do a little something different today than I go along and talk about it as I do it. We've got several rods rigged up here. I'm going to mainly focus on these two rods. This is the worm rod and the jig rod. That's what I'm going to be focused on mainly today. I tried this out yesterday and then was pleasantly surprised how well it works. So we're going to go do it today. It's something I haven't done on this particular game yet, so I'm happy with the way that went. So we're going to go showcase that today. Let me get this up here. On this body of water is several docks. And I'm going to go work these docks and these boathouses and these grass points. And we're going to see what we can get done. Tried this yesterday, went along here, pitched a few jigs, a few worms, and caught some fish. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to get in the boat here. I'm going to take my bass boat. It cost me an arm and a leg to buy. And I'm going to ease out of here. And I do mean ease. I'm going to try to work my way back around to this side. As you can see, there's a buoy there, and I'm going to explain those buoys in a minute and how they work. But we're going to ease out of here. I'm going to stop right here first. And I'm going to work this grass bed and that one. And then we're going to go to those boat docks. How's my friend Lisa? Lisa, I didn't see you on the list. Good to see you. Oh! Alright, I'm going to start off with this jig first. Brian B. here. Good to see you, Brian. I'm going to start out working the edges. It's just the way I like to do it. We're going to get into how I work this in a minute. But I work this several different ways for the gamers that's watching. First thing I'm going to do, start out with just a slow crawl on the bottom. And just see how they respond to this first. Sometimes they want it hot. We're going to go with this first. Sometimes they want the jig, sometimes they want the worm. Has a hit. We're going to be throwing both, so. I will use the accurate cast function, which is the left trigger, when I'm doing this type of fishing. It's easier to get close as I can to the structure without hitting the ground. I'll start out on the side, then I'll work my way in. And this is just a slow way to fish. Very methodical, just work it. Plan on doing some bass tournaments, so I'm trying to get a little bit more geared up for this. We got one. There's one on the jig. A small largemouth. If you notice, I started here and then went to here. And we're going to go right here close to that next spot. I'm just going to kind of move down the grass bed. Work it real thorough. I wasn't really close enough, but it'll work. Now Thursday we're going to fish the same body of water, except we're going to go after bigger fish. Gonna go fish for stripers and steelheads, and that's gonna be down there close to the dam. The dam is right there. There's people down there fishing that dam. So. We can pitch this jig in here one more time, then we're going to pitch the worm up there, then we're going to move to the next. To the left over here and fish this grass bed. Yesterday I caught more on the worm, but also mixed in a few stripers. On the worm. Evidently they're a fan of the worm too. A little bit tougher to land too, because I got it on light tackle. As you would. Come on, Troy, get it together. This is on a light rig. A lot of this stuff that I do on here, I have to learn how to do it. Hit the yacker. Yeah, you're subject to see somebody run by me in a minute at 100 miles an hour. There's a lot. There's one. There's a lot of boats out here that have no etiquette at all. Oh, you can see that's rigged up on a Texas rig. So many methods of fishing in this game. Thursday we'll be throwing spoons. And big soft plastics. The big smallmouth out there jumping. I missed him. Dadgummit. No, I did miss him either. I thought I missed him a little. Hey, he's bigger than I thought he was. He's 2 pounds. I have yet to catch a 3-pounder. Maybe we'll get one today. I'm not updating the counter. You are correct, ma'am. I forget about the counter. We have not caught a smallmouth. So I don't have to worry about that. But we have caught 4, and we've caught a largemouth. It was 230. Counter updated. Thank you, ma'am. Oh, moon. Home relaxing. Yeah, that's me. I had to unhook the anchor. What's say, Nick? I'm going to move on this pitch on this minute. Then we're going to head to the boat dock. That hit the ground, I got a hit. Hit the bottom. That's one. This feels like a little bit better fish. First smallmouth. 178. Little smallmouth. Little smallmouth. Tuesday, we're going to do the highway patrol. And then Thursday, we're going to do the sheriff. So, they biting on this worm really good. This one's a little bit bigger. Small fish. That last one was a pound and a quarter. This one's a little bit better fish. This is a bass, it looks like. He's pulling a little bit more. This is a bass. This is a pretty good one. This may not be a bass. If this is a bass, this is a good one. This may be a doggone striper. They are subject to hit the worm. This is a light rig, so it's going to take me a minute to get him in. I'm going to show the rig here in a minute for the Fishing Planet players and what I'm using. It's always important because Fishing Planet is kind of complicated on your setups. This has got to be a striper. Way too much fight in him. Yep, I knew it. You're supposed to be for Thursday, not for today. Let's head over to the back of the dock. So, the way I like to work this dock, but let's show the rig first. We'll talk about the rig for the Fishing Planet. I've got this on the Jig Winner 8-foot 10-inch rod. It's just right for this, really. And I've got it spooled with 10-pound line. And I've got an 1/8-ounce bullet sinker and a small offset hook on there. So, a 2/0 with, of course, the 4-inch worm. That's the rig I've got. I'm not going to put him on the counter. Only bass. Only bass. All right. I'm going to start out on this Crisso pole here. See how close I get using that when I use that AccuCast. Try to throw that over there, you end up hitting the building, tearing up a bunch of stuff. This water's a little bit deeper over here, so it's going to take a little bit longer to sink. And we're actually going to pitch the worm and the jig on this one before we move on to the dock, off the dock. So, the worm's been getting more of the bites. The jig's been getting a little bit bigger fish. Now, if I was bass fishing in real life, this is the way I'd be fishing. I don't really have the means throw a doggone crankbait or a spinnerbait all day. It wears me out fast. Oh, I missed him. Wears me out really fast. You'll notice that I have got some buoys up here. That's where I'm barking, where these fish are at. And I do that so I remind myself when I come back to this venue to fish before I can find the fish again, especially if I fish a tournament on it. So, and they just put in the ability to change the colors of the buoys. You'll see there's a green one up there. You'll see a yellow one here in a little while. Yellow one indicates smallmouth bass. So, if you'll look on this, I've got buoys set up, and it shows me. So there's one for smallmouth, there's one for largemouth. I got some marked down here for Chinooks. Here's a striper one, and of course there's another. I got another striper one way down here, so that's boat ride. You're excited to win the $25 gift card. Well, son, I'm excited for somebody to win that $25 gift card, but I think Buck Williams and Kelly might have just a little bit something to say about that. About you winning the $25 gift card. It's gonna be a fun deal. So that's the first time I've ever give one away in a competition. So I looked down there and seen that grass. I thought somebody had parked over me. I'm floating up here in the reeds. They talk, but can they hunt? Yeah, we got a little gamesmanship going on for that gift card. That's what I like to see. Little folks selling out to win it. We're gonna move the boat up. That's what it's all about, having a little bit of fun and selling out to win it. Oh no, that's the wrong lure. Ah. Probably need just a little bit bigger weight on this because it's going down kind of slow. See, we picked the worm up again. We're getting hit on the worm. Now, is this a bass or is this a doggone striper? And the way he's peeling drag, this is a striper. I may have to run him down with the trolling motor. Here's a little Fishing Planet trick. If you get a really big fish on light tackle, you kind of run him down with the trolling motor. And this is a trick that I learned watching some of the guys that's on the map with me fish. This is not a bass, by the way. This is a big striper. Some of the guys be fishing up on the Congo River for those 300 and 400 pound Nile perch. This joker's running all over the river. And I'll be using the trolling motor trying to help run him down because I have him on extremely light tackle. But I learned this trick watching them guys use the trolling motor to help get those 300-400 pound fish in. And that is a lot of fun to do too. I'd be giving them steroids to win. I didn't do too good in the last couple of hunts. This thing's fighting. I bet this thing weighs 16, 17 pounds. I can't really tighten up the drag much. I'm just going to have to play him out. I'll break that line, show us the world. Same for 10-pound test. I'm trying to keep the boat pointed at the fish best I can. We're gaining on him. He's probably about 15, 16 pounds. Big striper. He is. Well, I wouldn't be fishing for a shark with this setup. I got bigger setups than this. He'll tire out in a minute. I just got to keep him on. Do my part. He'll give out in a minute. We'll go back to fishing. Golly, he's running me a circle. Come on, get in here. Doggone it. A little bit more. Thank God. A big old steelhead. Big nice steelhead. Hello. That's the first time I've ever had steelhead bite on plastic worm. Alright, let me set my butt down and ease the boat back over there where we was. Now I'm gonna ease by this man here, and I'm gonna go in behind his boat. I've got etiquette. I don't wanna be rude. I try not to be rude to these folks. Now this man's up on this dock up here, so I'm just gonna let him have that. I'm gonna run up here and work this other dock. Pick up this jig a minute. Yeah, I don't want another one of them on there that quick. Golly. That was fun though. And I'm only updating the bass, so. Did we catch? That little boat he's got right there, I got one of those. It's a pretty nice little boat. I like to go, I like to drift fish in that boat. We're gonna do that one of these days. Wish I could get some of y'all interested in playing this. There's so many things we could do competition-wise on this. I am going to buy the new DLC, by the way, which has got some really big fish on it. A couple of shark species, halibuts. I had to hit halibuts, sea sturgeon are on there. I'm going to drive down there to the dam at the end of the show today and give y'all a look about where we're going to be fishing for Thursday. Next Tuesday we're going to have police week. We're going to be doing a state highway patrol, and then the sheriff's going to make an appearance. And probably, if I could get around to doing it, I may try to make a couple of characters. We'll probably have a wrestling week. I put this, I made a thumbnail card for Fishing Planet Week. And first thing message I got was from Curtis. We want the cop game of the wrestling. He's like a kid. And you buy him ice cream and he wanted a different flavor. Flat not hitting this jig. Come on, man. Hey, right at the boat. 216. That's a smallmouth. Let's upgrade. Let's upgrade the numbers. This counter is a pretty cool feature. Oh, no, we hadn't caught 56 fish. Lord have mercy. Looks good on paper though, don't it? Jill thinks there's a fish right here on this corner. Put it in there and see. I'm gonna hop this thing a little bit. I'm gonna change the method a little bit. Got hit. Picked it up to hit it. There's a fish right there. If I can get him to hit. I've been really busy working on 2 YouTube channels and working on trying to get a place to fish. We really working on that. Brother's got to go out of town. He's got to go to Galveston on the 16th, 17th, 18th for his travel agency. He's going to look at cruise ships. Got a hard job, don't he? Take a tour of some of the new ships. He told me to make sure he checked out all the good places to eat and the bar for Troy. So we've got to do a little arranging on the boat. Get some furniture off of it and get it ready to go fishing. They are flat, not hitting this jig. Not like I want them to. Let's change colors. I'm gonna put this green and chartreuse one on here for a minute. They want the worm, it seems like. I know there's a fish there because he bumped me. Just like going along picking them out is basically what you're doing. Yeah, I see that. Most of that's on European ships. The hantavirus. I'm not, they hit it again, too overly concerned about that. Got him. Oh. Yeah, I got him. Wow, this feels pretty good too. Hey, that's a big one for a smallmouth. 265. That's an upgrade. Told y'all there was a fish there. Two, 265, not 256, Troy. I kind of like that keep fish counter. It keeps y'all kind of engaged on what I'm doing. All right, let's see if we can find another one. Is there gonna be one on this post? Now that may not seem like much of an upgrade, but when you're fishing a tournament, 216 net to 265, got another one. It is a lot better than 216 largemouth. See, I'm just running down through there picking them. Slow, methodical fishing. I like this type of fishing. When we get out on the boat, you're gonna see me doing a lot of this jig fishing and fishing with big jigging spoons. Yeah, we're gonna have catfish rod out. We certainly are. First place I want to go is underneath that bridge over here and go fish for those big hybrids and with a big slab, just work that thing up and down, up and down. Put a catfish pole out. Good place to get out of the sun in Texas heat too. We're gonna hit these posts up here. I'm gonna hit these posts individually, one at a time. Had a hit. I think it would be really cool to have the Tennessee River on Fishing Planet. I'll tell you though, where there's probably a high probability of where the next map is going to be. And that's probably going to be Australia. And I say that because of so many people in the Fishing Planet community, he hit it, has been asking for Australia for a while. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be a freshwater map or a sea map, but there's a lot of people asking. I got it. That's the one I probably missed. Hello, son. Hey, that's an up. Nope, not quite an upgrade. 204. So many people have asked for the Australia map for so long on there. I don't see how they can keep avoiding it. I don't know if it will be a ocean map. I'm not well rehearsed in the freshwater of Australia, but and what type of fish are in the freshwater. I'm probably gonna go out on a limb and say I'd have to say it's probably gonna be an ocean map. They've been an ocean map kick lately. Of course, now I say that, and then they have built 3 ocean maps. So they hadn't built a freshwater lake in a while, or reservoir, so it may be total opposite. I couldn't even tell you what the main fish in freshwater in Australia is. I'm here to grace Troy with my presence. Well, I'm so glad you decided to give me that wonderful gift today. Oh, got one off that post. See, this is why I'm working these posts. That's 232. That's an upgrade. Right, and I know that. I upgraded here by from point 30 to 230 to 232 rather. We'll change the last digit. That's an upgrade. I know the fish are more interesting in the ocean in Australia. Yes, I do know that. The Tennessee River, I was trying to think of some place that was really freshwater good and that had a lot of species of fish. And the Tennessee is hard to beat. The likelihood of getting the Tennessee River is probably extremely low, but they asked me to fill out a form on it, and I did. J-Dog in the High. Murray Cod. I believe I did see that on the little bit of reading I did. It would be a fun map in Australia, I'll have to admit. I would certainly buy it. The 3 things that I put down on my form, it asked for 3 reservoirs or rivers or etc. And the 3 things that I put down was the Tennessee River, Lake Fork in Texas. The likelihood of that is extremely low because we've already got a Texas map. But I put that down, and I put in that I would like to see something like Fork, where we could do, Fishing Planet could put in some kind of platform for a bass fishing contest. Coupled with that, and the St. Lawrence River, which is a world-class fishery, and it holds a lot of species as well. So this buoy right here, I caught a fish off of this buoy. That buoy is really not there for me to specifically fish this spot a bunch. It's there as a marker letting me know that these poles up here are holding some fish, and we've caught some fish off of it, as you've seen. But we did really start catching them on the jig until we went away from the pumpkin colored jig and on the black and chartreuse. As you can see, if you've been watching, they biting this one better. So simple color change of the same size jig did the trick. caught one out of this grass yesterday. We're going to pick this area a little bit. I'm going to make about 2 more casts right here. That's 1. Maybe 3. Maybe 3. And see how I'm just picking them out of there. We caught 10 fish. For those of you that's just now coming in, I'll be playing this again. Different species of fish. But next week is going to be police week. So we're going to have the police game up and running. I'm going to throw this back in here. I'm going to hop it out of here this time though. I had hit something. Barramundi. I've heard of that. So for advice purposes, and I know a lot of you don't play this, so you could care less about my advice, but for the ones that's watching or that'll watch later, what's a good way to work the jig? There's 2 ways that I like to work it. I'll put the reel speed on 2, and I will stop and go it out, or I'll hop it. Now, this is a 1/2 ounce jig, so I'm going to put it on 2 for this size. If I was throwing a 1 ounce, 1 1/2 ounce, or 2 ounce, I'm going to turn the reel speed up to 3. And the reason is because I get a better hop on the heavier bait. But on this light bait, with this light tackle, you don't need to go above 2, in my opinion. And basically what I want to do is I want to hop it. I want to stop it for 1 second and let it set, and then I want to hop it again. And I just repeat this over and over again. So and depending on what's getting bit is how, of course, I work it. So we about beat this spot to death. We've caught like 4 bass off of it. So it's about time to move down to the next spot. Time to move. Alright. We're going to go right up here. That's where we're headed. And I'm just going to ease up here because there's a lot of people fishing here. And I try to have a little bit of couth about me. I don't like people blowing by me, so try to give respect. Not what I meant to do. Alright. We're going to hit this dock. I'm going to hit this grass bed. And then we're going to go looking. I'm going to hit the side of it first. And work my way around it. Am I using the Chunky rig? Not unless Chunky started making bass jigs. But I know somebody that does use them. Oh my Lord. I think one of the things that Fishing Planet could do, means they've really pride themselves on building a realistic fishing simulator, and this is probably the only one that I've ever played that's really realistic. Would be to give you the ability to catch your own bait. I think that would be a great asset, and I noted that as well. Look forward to seeing you back over there. Mark, I was in there last night watching Chad and Josh for a little while. Well, I watched the whole stream, just about. I was eating supper and watched them. It was a good show last night. They done a good job. It's probably going to produce one right here. Well, he hit it. Son of a gun. You've been through a lot, Mark. Sometimes you need a little extra rest. You've been through a lots of traumatic stuff. I try to get that back out of there as further as I can. You lucky if you get 5. I'll sleep about 7 every night. Which one, Kelly? I put this buoy here yesterday because I caught a fish off of it. We've caught 1 fish off of it. So, with that being said, will that buoy stay there? The likelihood of that buoy staying there, if this place don't produce but 1 fish, is probably no. It's really not worth stopping at for 1 2-pound fish, unless I needed 1 fish for some reason, but it ain't really producing. I'm gonna leave it there for now before I move it, because in the afternoon it may be better. This guy's throwing his crap on my boat over here. Zero etiquette. Ah, he hit it again. I missed it. Let's go up there and pitch this grass real quick. I want to chunk it just past the grass. Drag it back out. I don't know. There's a guy on that dock up there who just popped in. Ah, come on. Gonna hit it. Take it. Got him. So little. It's little. Fooled me. Bigger than I thought he was. 231. He won't help me, but yeah, there he is, Kelly. Right behind me. Surrounding me like vultures. Alright, let's move. I can't deal with this. Of course, now you want to. I'm gonna get some of this stuff real quick. I'm gonna hit these docks here. Just showing a bunch of fish down there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I just love that Kelly. Can't hardly wait for the sun to go down. Used to have to be on time. I guarantee you that ocean map is that way. In fact, at night, sometimes I just go in a private room and fish because they just pile up on you like a bunch of damn buzzards circling. Hey. Hey. That's an upgrade, 271. Yeah, oh, it's a bunch of kids, I'm sure. I say that and find out it's an adult. But there's an upgrade. That is the 11th bass we've caught. I'll take it gladly. I don't know what the biggest bass on this map is. I have yet to catch a 3-pounder. I'll do that. Got another one. $208. Catch another smallmouth. I'm gonna put a smallmouth buoy down. Already got I missed him. Out of that dock, I got a green buoy up, which I'm using on this reservoir for largemouth. So got to get over there and spend a little bit of time on the angler. We're going to start some competitions on that in August. This ought to be a good throw here. I'm going to get right up on that. Oh yeah, I got it way up under there that time. What I like to see. This game is such a grind without a premium account that a lot of people don't have the time to dedicate to it. And they get frustrated with it because it's so slow to level up. I got him. Oh, this feels like a pretty good one. Told you guys gonna get one on that. $271. That's the same size I caught one ago. Alright, let me put a buoy down. Wrong button. Alright, I'm going to put a buoy under this dock. And I'm going to change it to yellow. It's a great feature they just put in this game. And there's the buoy. They just put that in as an update to change the colors of the buoys. They used to all be green. You used to have to just kind of put the marker on a buoy. See, if I put the marker on the green buoy over here, it shows it's a largemouth. This orange buoy is stripers. So I've got some places marked already to fish for stripers on Thursday. That was a great feature, great idea. I'm so happy to see that come to the game. Now I can't cast with a hook. look like Brian B. trying to cast there after he had fished in 2 years. I would like to make a public address announcement that I have officially caught 2 more catfish than Brian B. this year after my fishing trip with Pontoon Jody. I like saying that. Mike, I'm already making plans to go to the next gathering. I think that's probably going to be a yearly event now for me. Why not? I knew you was listening. Mm-hmm. And I got to meet Sampy while I was there at the gathering. I'm going to pitch on that buoy up there just to see if there's a fish there. I had caught one there. I'm assuming that these 3 docks have probably all got fish on them. How'd he hit? Another thing I love about Fishing Planet is when you get a hit, the control vibrates. That's a fine feature. I had a good time, Mike. I really did. A good trip. I'll be going to Pittsburgh July for the show. There. I fished right at the boat. 258 for the show there for they're gonna have. I'll be going with the River Cats tackle crew. Take advantage of a little casino time while I'm there. Stopped in the Horseshoe in Mississippi on the way down to the gathering. Played for about 15-20 minutes, put $20 per sheet, come out there with 135, or 32 rather. Now we're going to be going to Pittsburgh. I'm going to be taking that trip. I'm going to do a little gambling while I'm there. I understand they got horses up there. It's well in Pittsburgh. Are the vultures coming again? God, I hope not. I hear a boat. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Now, would you look at this? Look at that cloud. Look at this. Now that don't make no damn sense. What an idiot. Oh my God. Exactly what I was thinking, Chris. That don't make no sense. Oh, Lord. Boat flying up in the air. And that is why that every now and then Croy goes in a private room and fishes. I'm going to take y'all down there real quick and let y'all see, we're kind of in the slow part of the day right now, as you can see on the graph. But I'm going to take y'all down there real quick and show y'all the dam where we're going to be fishing Thursday. And I'm gonna make a private room. Get away from this crap. Oh my God. Because that really is annoying. People doing donuts or anyway trying to. Now we're in a private room. There is absolutely nobody on this water. We're going to take a boat ride down here to the dam real quick. I'm going to. This is actually the starting point where we started that I caught that smallmouth of. And I'm gonna run y'all down here, and then I'm gonna come back, get the kayak, and do a little fishing. We're gonna run down there to the bass boat real quick. Boat's really too fast for this reservoir. Here's the dam. And we'll be catching some steelheads off of this on Thursday. And I can even fish from these rocks if I wanted to. And then back up here in the mouth of this channel is where we're going to be throwing some stuff for some stripers. This big mouth here. I've got a couple of orange buoys up here marked out, so there's one jumped out of the water there. Lakes, this reservoir is really not all that big. Let's just take a tour around it. I haven't fished over here much. I know, what is this buoy here? I think I caught some stripers here at one time. Here's a spot we could fast travel to and do a little casting. I want to go down to these rocks. Hang on. By the dam. Right here. We may stand on this rock and do a little bit of something. Because literally right there is the dam. And this is steelhead country right here. And stripers. This is not a very big reservoir, but we're going to do that on Thursday. I'm going to go get the kayak. See, it's just not very big. It's just not much to it. It's a fun reservoir. It's just ain't much to it. It's not like the ocean map takes you 30 minutes to get across of it in real time. I mean, it's huge. I would like to see them build the Tennessee River, and I mean make it big. We're going to get the kayak a minute. The reason I'm getting in the kayak is I'm going to finish out fishing these docks so that I can start looking for other structure on this lake off of live. I'm going to finish fishing these two docks here. I'm just going to stop right here and fish them. I took this kayak out one time on the Congo River. And I went down there and messed around them doggone Nile perch. And I hooked one. Probably would have weighed about 350 pounds. Flipped the kayak. Yeah. Note to self, do not fish for the Nile perch in the kayak. It does not turn out too good. If I get that way up under there, I may catch one. Shoot, I ain't gonna put that. Hey, I did it. Ooh, we way up under there. This kayak's a little lower. I may be able to get just a touch further up under there. Really don't need that fast boat on this. I could probably tournament fish out of this. Some of the bigger reservoirs like the Congo, or you need that bigger boat. Oh, I missed him. Son of a gun. See how peaceful it is now without all them clowns running around. Throwback of fishing with Stan. Look up, he's running a circle around your boat and laughing about it. Okay, I'm done with work now. I'm gonna brag. Crow was thrilled to finally see his best. Yes, I was. Yes, I was. Oh, I like to miss him, but I got him. Boy, I like to stick them good like that. Hey, it's an upgrade from 232 to 235. I was. I was glad to see you. I was glad to see everybody. Oh, most of you I have a personal relationship with and talk to on a daily basis. If not daily, at least every other day. So yes, it was a lot of fun to see y'all and spend some time with you. We have upgraded quite a bit. I have not caught a 3-pounder. I don't even know if there's a 3-pounder on here. Let's look and see if I can figure out that information. It says bass typically grow to 7 to 20 inches, weighs 1.3 to 4 pounds. I probably would have to say what is my PB bass? Let's see that real quick. I can't remember. I've got so many doggone BCs caught on this thing. This is an owl perch I was talking about. 406 is my PB on that. I know I've got a bass, so let me just scroll through here real quick and tell you. My PB striper, which we'll be doing Thursday, is 49. That was not caught here though. That was caught in blue crab. My personal best here is 32 on this reservoir. Where is my black bass? Right there. 9 pounds. Right at 10 pounds. That was also caught at blue crab. Blue crab is a good spot to fish. It's my Halloween event. Black bass. I was looking for the smallmouth. Peacock. It's only 5 pounds. And I got a 5-pound smallmouth. So, 9 pounds. I don't think there's a 9-pounder in this lake. But we'll get to some of that later. I would assume that probably about 3 pounds probably will be about the best in this lake. I could be wrong. I would have to do some research on that. We need to go do a Nile perch one of these days. These Niles are fun to fish for. They fight extremely hard. It took me 30 minutes sometime to land one. Big old tackle and big soft plastics and big hunks of lead. Next week will be police week. Gonna have Tuesday and Thursday on police game. Providing that Rockstar Games don't break the game. It's working right now. Yeah, Lisa's a lot of fun. I enjoyed spending time with them. Her and Randy are both a lot of fun. Same people you meet in person as you get to know on YouTube. Just good people. Here we go. We're on. What's say, Catfish Dog? Just got home. Hey, y'all. Put that on the board real quick. Yeah, I tell you what. It's already getting hot here. Mercy. We fixing to get into the 90s here, I gotta tell you. It's fixing to get hot. I have a feeling it's gonna be a hot, dry summer. Troy, you being that nice, you're just making their heads as big as you. Well, it's just true. Me and Kelly will try to make another run at doing y'all a convoy one night. It didn't work out too good the other night. Fortunately, they had just dropped a huge update. Anytime they drop a file that big, you're going to have issues. They usually fix it the first 28 to 48 hours. 24 to 48 hours, I meant to say. But, I missed it. Come on. Son of a gun, I did it again. Short strike at me. We can shoot for Thursday. I'm not doing that again until I test the damn thing. I'm going to have to test it to make sure it's working. Nothing irritates me more than trying to get on a live and it don't work. We really need to get over there before we try that again and test the convoy. Because I think it was a convoy that had to be kicked out. Trying to do multiplayer. And that usually is where they have their problems. Okay, I'll let you know. Short striking me. Alright, let me pull a funny real quick. Getting my time to end the stream, but we gonna catch that fish. I'm gonna throw that worm in there on him. I bet we get him this time. I'll pitch Mr. Irresistible in there on him. Here, bass. Open your mouth, son. Ooh, my stomach's growling. Lord have mercy. My little bit of food is gone. I want to catch that fish now. Nice personal. Thought for sure he ate that worm. You scavenger. I ain't done with you yet, son. Yeah. I'm fixing to hop it out of here this time. I'm gonna change technique how I work it, see if I can get him to hit. He hit it twice. I figured he'd bite that worm. I got a couple of rods rigged up. I'll throw something else in there if he don't hit. That wasn't a hit. I hung on something. Got him. Got him. $2.21. So I throwed a different bait in there, didn't get him. Throwed the one bait back that I missed him twice on. Worked it a different way, got him. Persistence. Got that joker. Sure did. Put a little more action on it. Got him to hit. All right, I'm gonna buoy this spot. See, I got a pattern going here, folks. Bass, bass, smallmouth bass. See this pattern? Start to build a pattern. I'm gonna head. Um, that's behind me there. We've already worked. I'm gonna. Oh, nope, I didn't mean to do that. Before we close today, I'm gonna head off down here just a ways. I'll throw a couple times on these reeds. Guess my boat might move a little better if I anchor the son of a bitch. Oh my God. I do. I do tie jigs. I've been tying jigs for 30 years. I'm gonna hit this grass bed right here. This looks good. I haven't tried this spot yet. We're gonna hit this a little bit before we go. I'm gonna pitch up in here. I've been tying jigs since I was 20 years old, about 35 years. I mean not 35, yeah, about 35 years. 34. I haven't tied in a while. I probably had tied 2 years. I got a pretty good standard of tied jig built up. And because I wasn't fishing, thank you very much, I kind of just run out of room to store them. But with us talking about trying to get a boat, and him going to be wanting to jig fish too, I'm going to be getting back into tying. I've already talking to the wife about digging out the jig tying table, supplies to start tying. Dal doesn't know it yet. I hadn't told him. There's a lot of things I got planned for Dal that he don't know about right up until the time that I tell him. But he's gonna be tying jigs too. He's probably, if he's watching this, he's probably thinking, what? If he thinks I'm gonna do all the jig tying, he's crazy. Big brother figure show him how to tie jigs, and he's fixing to tie jigs too. We're both gonna be working on it. Doggone, if I'm gonna be doing all the tying, he's gonna be doing all the using. He's crazy. The hell was that? Sound like a sick turkey. I don't know if there's anything in this grass. But before we go, I'm going to throw on the buzz bait and throw it in this grass. Because I just can't resist it. Pick up a different rod here. What is this got on it? That's got a spinner bait on it. I want a buzz bait. I guess I'm gonna have to put a buzz bait on it. Maybe not, hang on. I'm gonna put a buzz bait on this. That's what I want right there. Tell me that don't look buzz baitish. Make sure this lure is not too heavy for this rod. No, it's not. I broke a rod before like that. Throwing something too heavy for it. Oh, look. Oh, crap. I don't know what we hooked, but it is big. It's really big. This gonna be trouble. I think I just about broke the pole right there. I don't know how that happened, but I did. That's gonna be the last fish of the day, and it's gonna take a while to land. He is stripping. What in the devil have we hooked? I should put this on that bigger pole. My goodness. I don't know, but it's big. A little bit big for this setup. My God. I can't do that. This is gonna be battled because I can't tie the drag up anymore. I almost popped the line. I'd like to see what this is. I have no idea what this could be. I'm still a good ways out there too. If this ain't no bass, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you all that. Strip the drag again, so. This is big. Trying to think about what's in here to be this big. There it is, whatever it is. I ain't got to look at it yet. We're gaining on it. Probably gonna make another run. Let's see. A big old steelhead. That doggone fish should have stripped that much drag off that pole. Size line that I got on here. Got 20-pound line on it. That pole's gonna have to go to the shop. The suspense, yeah. That was a good one, wasn't it? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna go to boys and girls. Steelheads are strong. Yeah, I know they are. He sure made a run. Alright. We had a fun, productive live today. and I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, which was get out and work those docks and get some bass spots marked. 13 fish today. The biggest largemouth was 235. I'm going to take this stuff off the board here. Get this ready for next time. The biggest smallmouth was 271, which is a nice smallmouth. That's off the board. God bless you and thank you for being a part of Real and Virtual Outdoors. I will be here Thursday for steelhead and stripers, but I won't be using that rod. And then next week is police week. Sheriff's going to be in the house. And I got a new song when I play as a state trooper. God bless you. I love you and thank you for being a part of Real and Virtual Outdoors.